Mike. Tonight we're making a bacon weave, yet to determine what the ingredients are. All we know is it's going to include bacon, beer, and joy. Well, they're all non-exclusive items, which allows you to like them better. So remember, most people say or like them by introducing bacon. Now what we're doing is the bacon, not on a basket. So if you're taking some sort of business course for credit, odds are this was close to what you did.
We did that shit with construction paper in kindergarten.
Now, the secret to the bacon weave is finding a weaving pattern. What I suggest is drink at least 6 to 14 beer before you attempt this at all. Because what will happen is all of a sudden inspiration will hit and your world will become a better place, allowing you to take all regard for human safety out of the equation. So my initial concern of worms and whatnot is gone. Factor in one big fucking knife and this makes it real easy.
This needs to go on the internet. Mike needs to talk all the time.
Now what I encourage is you to preheat your oven to some degree which you feel comfortable with. I myself feel 350 is an adequate temperature to cook most meals at. You on the other hand may be on a time constraint and would consider more. Depending on your oven type, adjust accordingly. And if you haven't already cooked bacon in your oven, I encourage a test strip. Just to kind of get a rough idea of what the fuck's going on. Now, if your shit doesn't all line up correctly, it's okay. It's food. It doesn't need to necessarily look that pretty as you're cooking it, but when you get to the final product, it should look reasonable. If not, drink more beer till attractive.
This guy likes drinking a stick.
Not unlike picking up chicks. If it turns out bad, just don't tell your friends. Now, the advantages of filming while cooking. I encourage this for everyone. The main reason being, if you get something that tastes delicious, you want to be able to recreate it. And unfortunately, your booze-addled brain is probably not strong enough to process all said information. Now, for those of you wondering, we will be time-lapsing this just for the sake of ease and your ability to put up with my banter. Now, your average cookie sheet should take almost a full pack of bacon. What I encourage you to do is not eat the raw bacon left over, but possibly find ways to cram it in around the edges. Kind of like a high school project where you have too much information, but you think it's good, so you just push it in wherever it feels right. Not unlike sex with some people.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just Mike. Now, for those of you at home who don't have your own money, find a young individual at the bar, preferably not a woman because it will seem creepy and weird. Bring them home with you to enjoy your food with you, to make you appreciate it all the more. Because if it sucks and they eat it and you find it amusing because they think it's the best thing they've ate because they're university or frat boy drunk, it will be fantastic.
It will be fantastic.
The matter of factness of it.
We're doing it for the kids.
We're doing it for the kids.
You know what? At this point, we are not doing it for the kids. We're doing this for the drunks.
Game over, man. Game over.
Now, one thing I encourage during this entire process is frequent hand cleaning. Because, well, initially you don't know where the fuck you've been, let alone what's been in your food. Now, this would be an example of a partially half-assed bacon weave.
Wow.
Yeah?
That's pretty good.
That's actually pretty good, yeah, dude.
Wow, that's pretty.
Now, what I encourage is if you've got loose spaces around the side, you're going to have a slice or two of bacon left over, just throw it the fuck on there. Once it actually cooks, it will fuse together. Now, when cooking, what you want to do is make sure you find your soberest friend who's around. Because you need them to kind of judge the baking, because what's going to happen is you're going to get tired, drink beer, get distracted, and listen to music, or possibly surf YouTube, looking for videos not unlike this.
Not designated fucking bacon weave.
Yes, you are.
Now, the only thing they really have to do is make sure the place doesn't burn to the fucking ground. Not a big requirement.
Big Bang was one on auto dial.
Now, this is the point where I encourage you, if you do not have your own home phone, to possibly find a friend with a cell phone, or welcome to the, the 2000s. Come on, guys. Shreddy, how the fuck does your oven work? That would be the big question. I assume I just turn the dial and hit some sort of button?
No, go to the next dial next to it, over to the other side.
I
Bake.
see. Bake.
Bam.
So, we're going to bake this bacon.
Because I'm making versus
Now, I'm just going to say this does not include a bong. It's all oven-based. The key is waiting until that red light that's usually above to go off. You don't want to put it in too soon, because then you're kind of half-ass cooking it. We want to use our whole ass in this cooking segment.
I'd like to add in the disclaimer that is the oven from Satan. So whatever you're on is probably about 100 degrees above what you want
And
it to
that's
be.
fine, because that's why we pay attention to it. Really, you're drunk. You have nothing better to do. You can sit there and stare at the bacon as it cooks and find joy in the sizzling, crackling sounds. Now, we should cover some of the prep while we wait for the oven to heat up. A, you're going to need a pan of some sort. Preferably square, because things weave better into square mats. You're going to need something to put in between. Now, you can't just throw bacon straight onto the pan. Frankly, I feel you're an idiot for doing that, because it's a good way to just fill your pan with shit. You're going to have bacon grease and stuff. Well, that can be cool and used for other things. It's a pain in the ass when drunk. So by putting a disposable liner, such as tin foil or parchment paper, it makes your life a whole lot easier. Once you're done cooking, you can just peel the backing off and throw it out, hence making less bullshit. According to my director, we're getting the signal for cut, but unfortunately I'm going to continue talking, making his life difficult and as miserable as humanly possible. One safety concern to bring up is the possibility of worms from bacon. This is why...
There we go.
So this is what you can look forward to at your time when you're finished cooking. We'll shortly, though, be showing you what you can do with things like bacon weaves. You can use them to wrap around other things, or like we're using in a filling in a sandwich. We'll be back in just a moment.
All right.
Just 1 second here. Get out of there.
What you going?
So as we see here, we have what is a potential final product like you could have. Notice we have our lovely bacon weave with a base of mozzarella on toast. Anything made in a sandwich is fantastic. The only thing you must remember is always cut your sandwiches on the diagonal. It's a scientific fact. They do taste better. Can anyone argue it? Do you have proof?
No, I can't. That's the best part.
I want one down on my belly. Sink.
End your sandwich.
Wait.
Complete.
I can't get it on.
It's just so much awesome it can't fit on camera. Enjoy, Shreddy.
Oh, I want to eat it.
As you should.
Wait.
Give the review.
Wait. Oh my God. Okay, seriously.
There's all my bacon in my mouth.
Oh God. Bacon wings weave is so much better. Come on, right.
It's the crisscrossies.
Take a bite of my sandwich. Take a bite of my sandwich.
Oh.
Oh my God, you're gonna die. Now nibble. Oh God. Oh, all right. That's amazing. Mmm.